The story we're about to explore isn't just some superstitious haunting. This is a true account of the most grotesque brutality a human can inflict on another, concealed by a massive Chinese system. The terror was so profound, it made an entire elite public security officer, Gong An, team run away from their careers. The entire nightmare began with an unthinkable smell. The stench was unlike rotting corpses, unlike spoiled liquor. It was a unique, vile fusion. When they discovered the source of that smell, they wished they had simply gone blind or insane, and that horrific truth was closed forever by a single command from the highest authority. One word: cover up. This story shows you the China that is far scarier than the one you see. The man who confessed everything to me was an old online gaming friend I call Wei. He hailed from a prestigious public security family in a major city like Beijing or Shanghai. He was an elite, cocky and full of bravado, using an illegal VPN to play a Korean game and even proudly sending me photos of his uniform. But after 3 months of constant chatting, he came back from a 1-week business trip, a broken man. His soul was shattered. He was silent, withdrawn, and finally used my real name to ask for trust. He confessed that his mission, along with his team leader and his superior, who he noted was too kind for the job, was to investigate a liquor factory 5 hours away due to overwhelming odor complaints. Even though the mission seemed routine, the team leader's thoroughness led them to the site before the local authorities. 3 kilometers from the factory, every ounce of air inside their vehicle changed. Wei described it. It was a new smell, unlike anything I'd ever encountered, an abstract horror that felt physically corrosive. They bravely stepped out, but the odor, possessing a physical force, immediately attacked their eyes and throats. They had to retreat back to their car within 5 minutes, gagging and sick. That night, they couldn't touch the fine food or liquor offered by the local authorities. The stench had already conquered their minds. Despite being an elite team, their search for the next 5 days was fruitless. Documents, equipment, waste disposal, everything was meticulously clean. If not for the smell, it was a perfectly normal factory. The lack of progress, combined with the constant assault of the odor, made the team's nerves fray and snap. But the elite team leader wouldn't quit. He fixated on the suspiciously numerous and irregularly placed wine display shelves. They were too numerous and positioned too strangely to be merely for display. They were a deliberate camouflage. Today, we tear down every one of these shelves. After the order, the grueling, loud work began. The sound of destruction was a release for their pent-up frustration. Behind the demolished shelving, a hidden concrete sliding door was revealed. And when they opened it, a heavy iron door appeared, secured by 2 or 3 thick, massive padlocks. This excessive security immediately told them this was not petty crime. It was the heart of a major concealment operation. They called the locksmith. The hour-long wait was torture, filled only with the growing anxiety of what lay inside. Once the first iron door was forced open, it groaned loudly on its hinges, revealing a long, damp concrete corridor with no visible end. Relying solely on flashlights, they walked for what felt like 3 to 5 minutes in oppressive silence. The darkness was total, and the smell, now trapped, was becoming a palpable pressure. At the end of the corridor, a second iron door, secured with 3 more padlocks, sealed their path. The team leader didn't hesitate. After the second lock was opened, the stench that erupted overpowered their gas masks. It surged into their lungs and brains. The room was pitch black. Their flashlights revealed small brown earthenware jars lining the walls, and in the center, a concrete pit covered by a wooden lid. When Wei lifted the lid, the ultimate truth was exposed. Despite having witnessed countless grim scenes as a police officer, Wei's body froze instantly for 5 minutes. He couldn't drop his flashlight or his gun. He was simply petrified. He had discovered numerous human fetuses, pickled in alcohol barrels, left to rot. These were the intended ingredients for taiju, a gruesome medicinal concoction. This putrefying spectacle, abandoned for years, was the true source of the town's suffocating stench. When Wei's photographic evidence was reported to the highest-ranking public security officer, the reply was immediate and terrifyingly cold. Cover-up. All records were destroyed, photos incinerated, and the entire incident was permanently sealed from the public record in China. This event destroyed their souls. The soft-hearted superior resigned, and the elite team leader requested a transfer to a quiet, forgotten post. Wei himself deleted all his accounts. He told me I couldn't live with this secret. It felt like I would go insane if I didn't tell someone. He left me with a final warning. What you know about China is just the tip of the iceberg. Never believe that what you see is the whole truth. N. Do you still fear ghosts? Or have you now learned to fear the human cruelty that is happening right under your nose, shielded by a massive, powerful system? We will continue to expose the darkness. Join us by hitting that subscribe button until the truth hidden behind every cover-up sees the light of day, because what you don't know can definitely hurt you